And also an unrelated, looking at this big ass red and white thing here that does not match the decor. This is my snow cone machine. Well, let me just go into that. That's my snow cone machine. When I went to visit one of my sisters, actually a couple of my sisters, when I went to visit my family, we were watching something on television. We were watching some movie. I can't remember what. Something with Will Ferrell. It was late, and my niece said, "I'm gonna go make some pickle snow cones." And so we just kept watching the movie because she want to go get some snacks and some primarily pickle snow cone. But when she said it, I was like, she didn't just say pickle snow cone. So I'm just gonna watch this movie and wait till she comes back with whatever she really meant. I know she said snow cone, but it sounded like she said pickle. Pretty sure she didn't say pickle. It's not what she said. So she comes into the room, and because she had asked her mom, my sister, if she wanted one. So my sister said yeah. So she asked me if I wanted one. And I was like, no, I'm good, because I'm still in denial that she even said pickle. Because even if it's a regular other flavor snow cone, I'm like, no, I'm good. But they know I like pickles in general. So when my niece comes back with the snow cone, I smell pickles. And I looked at my niece, and I looked at her, at my sister, and I said, she really said pickle snow cone? And she was like, yeah. I was like, I thought she said pickle snow cone, but I was just going to wait to find out what she really said, because I thought there was no way she said pickle snow cone. I looked down and I got the little cup and I smelled it. It was pickle in a snow cone, shaved ice snow cone. And so they had the little spoons, I should make some right now. So they had the little spoons going in. And so she said, you want to taste it? And I was like, not really. As I reached for the spoon, I tasted it, and my taste reaction was exactly like you think it would be. It was like this. Which was followed by subsequent other spoonfuls of pickle snow cone. And I was like, this is really good. It's really good. And it's conservative, because you're not wasting the juice when you get done eating your pickles, because all you do is shave the snow cone and pour some pickle juice in it, and you have your pickle snow cone. And you can make it as strong or as diluted as you want. And it is delicious. And not only is it delicious, mind you, keep in mind that pickles have like 5 calories tops. So I was like, this is a nice, refreshing, and it was in the summer, middle of the summer, and I was like, this is a nice, refreshing snack, low-calorie snack. And you could just eat as much as you want to, and pickles are filling without having any calories in them. Although, yeah, they don't have any nutritional benefit, but they do subside your appetite. They do pacify your appetite when you want snacks, right? Am I right? Am I right? Yes, I am. As we continued on, she told me that it was my niece's idea. It was her concept, so I'm going to give her that credit. In the event that anybody, because I was like, oh, I was going to tell people, but I don't want anybody to steal her idea in case she's a little entrepreneur. But she said, well, it's kind of already done too, because they have some pickle pops. And I was like, should have known. Should have known out here they have pickle pops. So we went to, and sure enough, so I'm glad I'm doing this video so I could go ahead and eat the last couple, because I have my snow cone maker now. But I was just kind of picking over eating these because I wanted to save them and do a video, so you would know I wasn't making it up. That says original dill flavor. Oh, I don't know if you saw that guy on there enjoying the pickle man enjoying his little pickle pop. Y'all know what it is. Enjoy frozen or unfrozen. If I wanted to enjoy it unfrozen, I would just turn up the pickle juice jar. The little, like, freezer pops. Isn't that something? So I could throw this away now. What? Y'all listen to this. They act like they so badass. Bob's Pickle Pops have been reformulated for athletes of all ages. It's for athletes. It's an athletic supplement. Okay. Due to popular demand as a convenient sports drink on the go, we have removed the pickle pieces to make it easier to drink unfrozen. Please visit us on Facebook and Twitter to give us your feedback. We would love to hear from you. Thank you for your love of Bob's Pickle Pops. Yeah, so I was ready to tell y'all that my niece invented pickle snow cones, which she did invent pickle snow cones, I guess, if this is all that there was prior to. Needless to say, I ran out and got myself a snow cone maker so that once I polish off Bob's Pickle Pops, I can make me some pickle snow cone. And since I'm on pickles and my battery is going low, let me go ahead and talk and give you a little TMI. If you're a little squeamish about TMI, then feel free to exit the video at this point. Okay, so I have never been regular like most people, like normal people. So I'm abnormal in more ways than one, okay? The thing is I never had trouble going. It was never a constipation situation. Well, okay. It was never hard to go. Like when I went fast and there was no problem. I just didn't go regularly. Like, you know, men, they go every day. Some men go 3 times a day. Some men, because I know men to go, not, you know, not boyfriend, but I've known men who go after every meal. Okay, so, and I've never had that type of regularity, but as far as I knew, I've also never had any issues as a result of it. But in my old age, I'm thinking maybe that's probably why I tend to retain weight the way I do. But, or what have you, like, you know, people say beans make them go, cheese makes them go, eggs make them go, all kinds of things make people go, milk, dairy products make people go, legumes make people go, roughage, salads, greens make people go. None of those things make me go. And I am the person on Easter who would eat a whole tray of boiled eggs. Eggs are currently today, even with all the worldwide cultures of foods I have tried and loved, mind you, eggs are still my favorite food. Isn't that something? So I'm saying all that to say, nothing that I ate could make me go. I've tried everything. I've tried stool softeners, and it's not, again, it wasn't because I had trouble going. It's just that, you know, even Mr. was like, how do you not go like that for that long a period of time? And then when I did go, I would be like, I'm going to the bathroom, and I go to the bathroom and be out. And he's like, you went? And you number one? No? You went? See, people, I never did understand that. Even when you were young, when I was young, and you tell your mom you have a stomach ache, and she tell you, okay, we'll go sit on the toilet. I know your mama told you that. If any of y'all are half as country, if your stomach hurt, go sit on the toilet. I was always team for what? What? I'm just going to be sitting on there. Really? Team for what? For why? So, I didn't get it. I didn't get the whole concept of the husband or man sitting on the throne. Or I didn't get any of that because that wasn't my life. Fast forward to working with a woman with whom this subject came up somehow. And I was telling her, I was like, I'm like that. I never go. She was like, oh, you constipated? And I was like, I don't ever have trouble going. And that's when I was enlightened that constipation is not necessarily that it's hard to go and you have to. It's that you don't. Using that definition, I guess I was. So we talked about all kinds of things, and she told me of something that worked for her. That nothing worked for her either, but she had this thing called Surfac. I can tell you what it is because it doesn't exist anymore. You know why? Because I learned about it. And it's just my luck. So she told me about this Surfact that was so magical and worked for her. And I couldn't find Surfact in the, well, no, I take that back. I found Surfact in the store once. So I went and found the Surfact and I bought a box of it and took it home. It was magical. It worked for me. A stool softener. No side effect, no cramps. It just, I just went. It did what it said it did. So after I finished that box of Surfact, I went back to the store. You know they don't sell Surfacts anymore, right? Yeah, no more Surfact. So I went to eBay and didn't particularly care about the expiration dates. I know, fool you once. But there was no fooling going on because it was working for me. So I went to eBay and I emptied the only seller that I saw had Surfact. So I bought everything they had. Eventually used that up. So there's no other Surfacts to be found. And even if somebody had them, they can't sell them because now they're going to be expired. So you can't sell expired drugs over the internet, right? Right. So I'm up the creek again. And which was no problem. It was basically normal for me, right? Because it's always been my life. And I just looked up on a young lady telling me about that. I went to visit my other sister. And when I went to her house once, she had these pickles, this particular brand of pickles. I'm going to tell you what it is. You may as well help people on these internet streets, right? This is what the internet is for. It's not just for getting your hustle on and for swindling folks who are dumb enough to go for whatever you just selling. It's also for sharing information, and that's the primary reason I love it and love being a part of it. So my sister had these pickles that we've all heard of. Clausen pickles. Ready for a snow cone, isn't it? That juice there. Yeah. So what happened was, speaking of the juice, so what happened was when I was at my sister's, she just had one pickle left in there. And I told her, I was like, go ahead and have the pickle. I can't remember. It might not have been her. It might have been one of my nephews. And I was like, go ahead and have it. I was like, I'll just have a little cup of the juice. It was just before I was going to bed. So I got a little bitty cup of the juice. And I sipped on that and drank that before I went to bed. When I tell you the next morning, I was like, this must be what normal people experience on their morning throne during their morning episodes. So the next morning, I had a movement like normal people describe. And I was like, wow. So I was like, what did I eat? You know, what could that have been? I was like, I bet it was those pickles. So in my mind, I was like, what kind was it? And I was thinking it was Vlasic. So I went and got some Vlasics. That just was embedded in my marketing. It was just, Vlasic had just been embedded in the back of my brain from when I was little. You know, they saturate the airways with those Vlasic commercials. But it was Clausen. So, yeah, I got some Vlasic and nothing happened. And I was like, oh. And so, because we were taking pictures, thank goodness for the internet, okay, I remembered, I saw in a picture what kind it was. It was a Clausen, the kind that are the Clausen. And then I also learned subsequently, when I could never find Clausen, I was like, I thought they would be in a regular grocery store, right? And they never were, but they were. They're just in the refrigerated section. They're not in the, you know, other pickles can just be on the regular shelf. Clausen's must be refrigerated at all times, apparently. And so ever since I visited my sister that time several years ago, I now keep a jar of pickles and Clausen pickles and or pickle juice in my refrigerator. I still don't eat them as regularly as I should for medicinal reasons, but I do still enjoy them, and they still offer me the same productive effects. So, shout out to Clausen, Boo Boo Pickles. Shout out. They're good too. From vine to jar in 8 days. eating too